Kia ora, Chrissy back again, and we are going to get into the next episode of The X-Files.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
So last time we had EBE, it was a really good alien episode. We had some trust issues with Mulder and Deep Throat, and we were introduced to his friends, the members of the Lone Gunmen. They were interesting to say the least, but it was really good. Like at the end, when Mulder was finally kind of able to possibly see the alien, it was already gone, and we found out that Deep Throat, I think he said one of 3 people that have had the unfortunate task of actually killing an alien. So yeah, it was actually really, really good. But we're going to get into the next episode. If you'd like the full next reaction to this episode, as well as others in the series and other shows, then you can go to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get into it.
I need 2 men on the left side, now! Wait a second. Where are you going with him? He's dead. Well, there's a woman over there who isn't, and she needs some oxygen. Trying to work, making it work. Step back. Sir, wait, just cooperate.
Oh, we're going to be getting a healer. This reminds me of a Supernatural episode.
Watch you two rise. Rise up and heal.
What the hell are you doing?
Boy's laying on hands.
You don't understand. The man's dead.
And the boy can't possibly do any harm now, can he?
This is the power of belief.
All right, everyone. Show's over. Let's clear the area. Not getting that 1 inch back of the truck.
Ooh, that's pretty good makeup, but creepy.
Hallelujah, Samuel. Hallelujah.
That look was kind of creepy. I can only imagine what he's going to grow into. It's always a hard one, when religion gets involved into like these episodes and things like that, because I have a very specific view on religion in that I don't believe in it.
The woman on the table has a malignant tumor on her spine. This boy here is going to attempt to heal her by simply laying his hands on her.
The boy is his adopted son, Samuel. He claims to have found him as an infant lying in the tall weeds on the banks of the muddy Mississippi.
Oh, like, was it Moses?
The man he saved appears as a regular attraction in the Reverend's tent ministry. The boy's been performing miracles every week for the past 10 years.
Local authorities think that Reverend Hartley and his son are a scam, so they've turned to the FBI to try and get a prosecution.
For what, fraud?
No, murder.
Murder?
The doctors say it is inoperable. They say it is incurable. But I say to you that what the doctors cannot cure, the Lord can.
It's all showmanship, It's one thing I can't stand. It's fucking televangelists.
20 minutes later, Lucy Kelly was rushed to the hospital. She was pronounced dead on arrival.
What
Oh,
was the cause of death?
I don't know. I know this isn't an X-file.
When do we leave for Tennessee?
You all right by yourself?
I'll be fine.
I won't be long.
okay, so she's in a wheelchair.
And it is especially to those of you who come from so far that I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. Because unfortunately, Samuel cannot be here this afternoon.
Do not be dismayed. Do not despair. Do not lose your hope. Because in 2 short days, Samuel will be back here at our very special miracle mission.
If you're an actual healer and you are really healing people, why make such a fucking big song and dance about it? It's all about the showmanship. It's all about bringing people to your congregation, and it's all about bringing in that money. It feeds on their faith, and on their wanting to believe. Okay, oh God, I'm sorry. Nothing gets me more riled up than people abusing their religion to manipulate other people.
Samuel will heal you.
But Only if you believe.
Reverend Hartley,
And who was... Oh, that's the burn person.
we just want to talk to Samuel for a couple of minutes, that's all.
He's not here.
Where is he?
I don't know. Boy's been a bit troubled lately.
We're running late, Reverend.
If you'll excuse me.
Oh, shit, I thought he was wearing... I thought he was wearing bandages for some reason, but no, he's not.
So you folks got a chance to take in the Holy Roller Sideshow. Now, I remember Hartley when he was a soapbox preacher collecting dollar bills and coffee cans. Since the boy joined the act, he's got himself a Cadillac for every day of the week.
See?
Still a long way from accusing the boy of murder.
I got
Yeah,
witnesses to
that's-
say the boy was there laying hands on those people when they died.
That's probably good.
You think
When they died?
We've been looking for the boy since Tuesday, and he does not want to be found.
Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary about these reports, except that there were no autopsies performed.
Hartley managed to block my autopsy request on religious grounds.
Well, maybe we can arrange to have the bodies exhumed.
I take that it was a success. I thought they would, yeah, the families would have kicked up a bit of a stink about it.
It's Reverend Hartley's group. Damn.
On behalf of the Miracle Ministry, we demand that you stop this sacrilege.
Federal law requires that we do a post-mortem examination on these bodies.
And I'm afraid we answer to an even higher authority.
You have no legal right here, buddy. F off.
We are prepared to maintain a vigil and do whatever it takes to stop you.
Mulder, Scully, one of my men just spotted the boy's car downtown.
Maintain your vigil.
Not a very likely place to be saving souls.
Maybe he just wants to get drunk. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, God.
What happened here? Not damn fool started a fight. Figures some Bible thumpers wouldn't know how to hold their liquor.
I'm putting you under arrest.
for murder?
Grew up cute. That's a shame.
What evidence do you have to charge the boy of murder?
Let's get this straight. It's not a question about the boy's guilt. Just how he did it.
Well, let me have a minute with her. Looks like he took quite a beating there.
Penance, Mr. Mulder.
Is this guilt?
Sometimes it does him good to get the crap kicked out of him. Saves God the trouble. Apparently, my pride and weakness were an invitation to the devil.
So you're saying that you killed those people with a touch?
I've laid my hands on the ill. I've even touched the dying and given them life. God has given me a special gift.
Did he buy you all that jewelry, too?
Do you doubt the power of God, ma'am?
No. But I doubt the veracity of your claims.
I've looked on the infirm and seen their sickness, just as I can see the pain on this man right here.
What pain is that?
The pain you have regarding a brother or a sister.
Cold reading, man.
You lost a sister quite young. Someone took her away. Strangers. Bright light.
Sheriff?
All right, let's get this over with.
Hey, I need another minute with him.
Oh, come on, Mulder.
God watches over his flock. He gives us signs every day. Open your heart. He might just open your eyes.
Go and ask Randy. The amazing Randy. Oh, I've forgotten his last name.
I ask that my client be released on his own recognizance, without bail.
Judge, that is not a good idea.
Samuel!
Let me go and it'll be on your head.
We see no reason to burden the county with his maintenance until trial, but we do request a minimum bail of $100,000.
Bail is set at $100,000 to be deposited directly into the clerk's probation.
Oh, here comes the plagues. Nah, see that right there? That is hell right there.
How much more will it take for you to believe? The Lord has testified against me. Does the serpent have to bite you all on the ass? Do you understand?
Perhaps you guys should listen to the boy?
And the locusts covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, And they did eat every herb of the
Come on,
land,
Mulder.
and all the fruit of the trees which the hail
A
had
few
left.
thousand grasshoppers does not constitute a plague. Besides which, we're in farm country.
Mm.
And this area is an agricultural smorgasbord for this type of infestation.
Seen those huge bloody swarms.
I had these patient cases sent over from Kenwood County Hospital. These are physician-documented cases of patients who went to Samuel after conventional treatments failed.
Spontaneous remission of metastatic cancer.
I've encountered dozens of psychic healers in the X-Files, but none like this. I think the kid's for real.
Can he do the healing and everything? Well, clearly he's having troubles with it now. But can he do the incredible healing without all the pomp and theatrics? Can he go into a hospital down in one of the wards, down the children's ward, and start laying on hands on? Oh, that's probably a terrible way to say it, but you know what I mean. You know, or does God need the theatrics and the drama to allow this boy to heal? So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated.
So your theory is that if Samuel can repair this energy field in order to heal, he can also destroy it in order to kill.
Why not?
If you're available, Reverend, I'd like to see you.
I've been under a great deal of stress lately.
See,
Which
look
I
at
know
this
doesn't
fucking
excuse
house.
my rude behavior yesterday, but I hope.
This is, oh my God, I'm doing it again. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is what I fucking hate about the televangelists and things like that. The Creflo and what's that bloody wackadoodle bloody chick's name? You know, we've got one in Australia here, Hillsong, I think it is, in New Zealand, fucking Brian Tamaki. You know, oh, God, love God, blah, blah, but give me money. I need more planes. I need a bigger house. You know, that's where all the fucking money goes.
I need your help.
Samuel's being tried for murder. I think what you need is a good lawyer.
Samuel is innocent.
Well, how can you be sure of that?
Because he's my son.
That's not how it works.
Samuel is a very complicated young man. His power comes from this ability to feel. But you see, some people fear that power. And out of their weakness and their fear, they seek to destroy it.
You mean Sheriff Daniels?
His wife, she suffers from a most painful arthritis. Her finger is twisted. Yet he keeps Samuel from ministering to her. Which is why I'm asking you to be there tonight so you could see for yourself Samuel doing God's work.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me.
This is supposed to be a sister? That came out of nowhere.
There's no little girl around here.
Well, he's kind of hot in a creepy, psycho, dangerous way.
I can't go out there. Not after what's happened.
God tests the faith in us all, son. Let this man, whose life you saved, give witness tonight to the grace and goodness of your healing power. God is here tonight.
Pass it down, please. Apparently miracles don't come cheap.
And he is here to heal. He stands here today as a living testament to the ability of God to work miracles.
I mean, he's very good. He's very good at angering me, rubbing me the wrong way.
As it says in John chapter 3, no man can do these miracles unless God be with him.
Leonard. Ladies and gentlemen, God's soldier, Samuel Hart.
Why is he starting to see her now? Shit. What have you done? Oh.
Everybody praise God. Say hallelujah.
He's having a seizure.
All right, don't panic now.
They didn't even try to do anything. Chest compressions, chest compressions, chest compressions. like breaks my heart, right? I mean, I know this is all like a fake story. It's all made up story. But this is what breaks my heart, you know. He is having these doubts and stuff, and then he comes out and he like lays hands on this woman. And these people, they believe in him. They believe in him so much that they come here to be healed by him. And just like this girl, you know, she was exactly the same. She believed in him so much. But then she had a medical, it looked like she had a seizure. And like, when I think it was her father, right, that said, you know, well, what did you do? That's immediately what he goes to. You know, immediately it's the blame. And obviously that makes him, the boy, feel like shit. Yeah, he thinks that he's killed another person. And that is what, it's just another thing that grinds my gears about this kind of thing is they didn't think for 1 minute that it was like something medical. No, it immediately went to, he can heal, he's doing this thing, it fucked up so clearly he's killed her. Like there's no logical thinking there. It's just immediately that he's done something to her. And it frustrates me, you know. Also, they didn't even try to do anything with her. Like, didn't even put her down into the recovery position. They didn't try giving her CPR, tried to resuscitate her. Nothing. Oh my God, this episode is just really touched on a nerve.
What illness did your daughter suffer from, Mr. Homan?
She had MS.
You see, I think that the seizure she had is indicative of some kind of embolism or aneurysm. And are you going to be content to bury her without knowing the true cause of death?
Give me a moment.
You think the boy really did it?
No, I don't think he did it.
I was raised a Catholic. I have a certain familiarity with the scripture. And God never lets the devil steal the show.
You must have really liked The Exorcist.
One of my favorite movies.
It's good.
So who were you pursuing in the crowd tonight?
Be honest.
In the bar, Samuel mentioned your sister. Is it your sister you keep thinking you're seeing?
I've seen her twice now.
Mulder, don't discount the power of suggestion. A healer's greatest magic lies in a patient's willingness to believe. Imagine a miracle and you're halfway there.
Yes, no.
We're going to go along with your investigation.
Thank you. Was that necessary?
Lesions on the lungs here. I'm finding them throughout the cardiovascular and pulmonary systems. I think that she must have died from cellular hypoxia.
What would cause that?
My guess, ingestion or injection of sodium or potassium cyanide, maybe arsenic. I don't know exactly until I run a toxicology screen on her.
Someone's been poisoning her? She's been ingesting it somehow?
What do you want?
I want to talk with you.
Why are you doing this? You were there, man.
Did you poison her using potassium or sodium cyanide? Because that's what killed her.
Just leave me alone, okay?
You said you could see my pain. What do you see now?
I see nothing.
I don't believe you. I've seen her. It was her, wasn't it?
I am very tired, Mr. Mulder.
Is she alive? Is that what I'm supposed to believe, or is this a trick?
You mean trick of the devil?
Oh. See, now I have to think if he's putting on a hell of an act.
I see I'm a little late for this ball.
I called you down here to ask you to release the boy.
On what pretense?
His innocence. I don't want to pick a fight. He seems determined to stay here anyway.
What does that tell you?
It tells me you're determined to have him charged while your real homicide suspect is still at large.
Uh-oh.
Got some company for you, Sam.
Beat him to keep him quiet?
What are you looking at?
So they're gonna beat him to death?
Ma'am? Sheriff? We had an incident down at the jail.
Mm-hmm.
What incident would that be, Tyson?
The preacher boy, he's dead.
How much longer are you gonna hide behind that badge before the truth is revealed?
I have work to do.
We're sorry for your loss.
That boy, he was blessed. He never hurt a soul.
I don't know. It seemed pretty fucking genuine. Like his emotions there.
What exactly are we trying to find?
Clues?
Oh.
What does it mean?
Let's find out.
Oh, were they fed into the building?
Someone left a trail of food in the ventilation system leading to the courtroom. Dump your locusts in here, instant plague.
And you think whoever did this is responsible for the murders?
I'll tell you what though, like I said, you know, I'm not a believer. What I do holy shit. What I do absolutely love is the art. The art is f***ing amazing.
You were dead. I was dead. But here I am. No! Why did you betray me?
Oh. Oh.
You murdered those people.
He's pissed because he's alive?
After I gave you back your life.
You call this life?
What in tarnation do you want?
We have a warrant for the arrest of Leonard Vance.
We traced a pesticide order to him from a chemical company in Knoxville. Cyanogen bromide, it's a cyanide derivative.
Leonard poisoned us people.
You're under arrest.
I betrayed him.
Oh, he's done it already.
There's no way to tell how much he's ingested.
Why didn't he let me die? Beware of false prophets who come to you. That's what I thought he was. Because who else would bring me back? Looking like this.
Should have known.
Man's delirious.
He was here, Reverend. Right in this room. And he forgave me.
Rather than simply killing Samuel, Vance contrived to kill the ministry's faith in him.
Oh.
Conclusive evidence connecting him both to the courtroom infestation and to the poisoning deaths of 3 members of the ministry. In light of this information, it is highly doubtful that there have ever been any miracles in Kenwood, Tennessee.
Sheriff Daniels just called. Samuel's body's missing from the morgue.
He's risen. How many days has it been?
The night nurse who made the report, Beatrice Salinger.
She saw somebody take the body?
That he walked out?
She claims she saw Samuel walking out by himself. Sounds crazy, I know, but that's what she told me.
I was drinking my coffee and going over the night orders for my ward, 7 South, when he walked right by me.
This is insane. I'm not going to listen anymore. This woman's crazy talk.
Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
the only one who saw him, Sheriff. So I know I'm not crazy. Other people saw him too.
He's so adamant that it wasn't, that it's all bullshit. I mean, I get it.
True, Maurice. Is it? The boy was an awful fake, just like you said, wasn't he, Maurice?
Is he feeling guilty because he should have let him lay hands on his wife? Again, sounds terrible. Uh-oh.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me. District Attorney wants to ask you some questions concerning the boy's death.
So he did have something to do with it?
Some days will probably never be the same again in these parts. I just hope Reverend Hartley didn't arrange this body snatching as his miracle of miracles.
I think people are looking hard for miracles. So hard that maybe they make themselves see what they want to see.
Like you, Mulder? Seeing your sister?
You coming, Mulder?
Okay. So I had to look up the guy that played Samuel because I could have sworn I'd seen him somewhere before. But it turns out that no, I haven't seen him anywhere before. I guess he just has one of those faces. But looking him up on Wikipedia, holy crap. That aside, the actual episode as a whole, I mean, I've already kind of told my, what I feel about it personally, like in real life. I don't believe in, I don't believe there are people that are actual healers that can heal things like cancer, cancer and things like that. If you want to kind of know how I feel about it, listen to Tim Minchin's song "Thank You God." That pretty much sums up what I feel about it. But in the scope of the episode itself, in the fictional world of the episode itself, I think I kind of lean towards him being a healer. He's got a track record, and it's only in these last few deaths that were perpetuated by Vance. Wanted to get the congregation to stop believing in him by killing all these other people. But then he ended up dying anyway. I don't think he was on the hook for causing Samuel to die, right? It was the sheriff. Was it the sheriff? Because they let the I think one of his underlings or whatever led in those guys that beat the shit out of him and killed him. I guess he just fucking had enough of it. I don't know. I'm assuming so. But yeah, so the Vance was responsible for the poisoning of the people, the congregation, and the sheriff was responsible for the murder of Samuel. Is that right? But I do think he had the power, so to speak. I think his father, I think he really was. He really did believe in Samuel. I think they were genuine. However, I still don't like it. I still don't like the pomp and theatrics of it all. But I'll separate the episode itself with real life that we have to deal with. In the episode, I guess it's kind of warranted. The pomp and that, because I believe that he was healing these people. But that kind of stuff outside in the real world, I think it is absolute bullshit. It's fraudulent, and I think these people should be made to pay dearly for the hurt that they cause people. It was a really good episode though, and like the seeing of Scully's, not Scully's, Mulder's sister, like you said, you want it hard enough, you start to see these things. I'm really sorry that I stopped a lot in this episode. It really kind of irked me. Religion does that to me a lot. I don't want you to think that I am, that I hate religious people. I don't hate religious people. I have people that I care about that have religion in their lives. I wouldn't say that they are like overly religious. It's, at least around the people that I know, it's not a huge thing like it is. I mean, my audience is largely American, and I think the world over knows just how religious the country is. But that's just kind of not. It's just not like that in Australia, at least where I am. But I do. I have a person that I love and respect who is a Muslim. She's just kind of gotten back into her religion in the last couple of years. And I also have someone that I love that is a Jehovah's Witness. Is she a Jehovah's Witness? Yeah, she doesn't do Christmas or birthdays. Yeah. Yeah, she's a Jehovah's Witness. But I mean, and then a few sprinklings of Christians here and there. But religion doesn't come into our lives every day. Like, it's not something that is ever like, if I'm not watching something specifically about religion, I could go days and weeks without even thinking about it or having it spoken around me or anything like that. because it's just not a huge thing here. But I do take a lot of umbrage with certain aspects of it. It's not the people, unless it's the people that is trying to force it on other people through manipulation. Largely, it is the actual religious institutions themselves that I have a big problem with. Yeah. I don't know why I went on that big spiel. Don't let that change your... Don't hold it against me, because I sure as hell won't hold it against you. Some people just, believe in different things. I've been this way my whole life. I've never been, forced to believe or not believe. That's just kind of everything that's happened in my life. This is just where I've ended up. I have been to church. I've been to church once. I'm not going to lie. It was when I was probably 12 or 13, maybe even younger than that, 10 or so. And they had an awesome lunch spread, and I went there for lunch, and sat through the sermon, and then had an awesome lunch afterwards, and then we went to the pool and went home. And that's about that. But yeah, I don't know why I went on that spiel, but I did. So as for the episode, I liked it. It even though it frustrated the fuck out of me. But people frustrate me. People frustrate everybody. I guess we're just going to leave it there, and we'll see what the next episode brings. Thank you for watching with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for more of the X-Files. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.